We are going to replace this curb with a mortar curb. We're going to go rapid set, 6,500 psi. The reason I'm going rapid set is because you could pour it under 2 inches. We'll come back and we'll fix this foundation. See, the anchors are into nothing really because it's broken. So I'll show you how I'm going to fix this after I get the curb done, because we want the wood off the concrete. We're going to get rid of all this. It's going to be a new mortar curb. That's ugly. Oh yeah, completely gone. I don't even think it's pressure treated. I think it's just regular wood. This is exposed to the elements. Completely rotted. That was the adjustable door seal for the threshold that is no longer attached. Completely rotted. Obviously water. More issue is concrete at the top is sloping to the house. Down here it's sloping away and it's sloping down this way, but the top section is sloping to the house. That's pretty bad. There we go. Get out, give us some room here. Make sure if these are supporting something that you fasten some kind of support up there. Alright, if you're cutting any anchors off like this or those, make sure you get a carbide, something that's going to cut heavy metal. Let's see. Make sure it's really clean. If you have to grind it, grind it. Alright, we're going to grind some of this dirt away, clean it up. The cleaner, the better. Grind with water to keep all the dust down. Just got a jug with a hole. Alright, so be careful not to use too much water if you're in a doorway. We don't want it all going under the floor. And we also scrub. I like to scrub the concrete. Alright, check out the support. We're just supporting it off the rough end. It's all screwed in. Give us a little gap to work so we can work. I'm going to screw this into the 2x4 because it's just slightly off level. So what I'm going to do, since it's still free, I'm going to pick it up. And then I'll screw it in level. Alright, this is what we did for the back. Got a quarter-inch plywood. It's going to be permanent because the flooring is low here, high in the center, and then the flooring goes high. So flooring high, flooring low. We need the curb level. We need it level across, but then we need it to pitch forward. See, just got a little pitch forward because I'm going to put the sill pan on. It needs to leak out. Now we're going to install some anchors so that the mortar has something to hold on to. Alright, when you reach this part, make sure you have absolutely everything ready, because this is rapid set that I'm using. You do not have time for a single mistake. So first, we gotta wet the concrete. We'll make it damp, no puddles. Then we'll make our slurry with this adhesive. And then we'll brush it on. And as soon as we get that brushed on, we'll dump in our bag. We'll do 3/4 of the bag because this is 2.2 cubic feet and this is half cubic foot. So we're going to do 3/4 so we have extra because there's no adding extra at the end. For this, for bonding, it says to use 1 part cement, 2 parts sand, and then this into a creamy paint consistency. We are just going to use our mortar mix. We're just going to throw it in there after we mix it, and then we're going to mix it with the water and be good to go. Remember to keep the surface damp for the first hour. Just put some water on it. Or just keep it a sheen. You don't have to have like a puddle, but just like spray it down so it doesn't dry out for the first hour. I actually didn't realize it. It's actually hot. It's like 50 degrees outside, but this is like 85, 90 degrees. Alright, after about 30 minutes, pull the foam off. Give a little tap that way. Tap that way. There we go. Turned out pretty good. And we could always come back and fill this in at the end. Oh yeah, that's hot. The whole thing is hot. Like the water's already drying off that I put on there. Alright, it's been an hour. We can put it into use. I'm not gonna put it to use yet. This way you can see where it's drying. We had to keep it wet for the hour so that it cures properly. This mix was super hot because I had to wet it like 10 times and it got extremely hot. But now if you need to put it into use, it can hold 2500 psi after 1 hour. 3 hours is 4000 psi.